EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Los Angeles Rams. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing right away is Dart. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's to the 15. And they will score a pick six for the Bears. Touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Quick throw here to Johnston. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 47-yard line.
To the air, Dart. And that's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now they'll change things up. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. Touchdown, LA! A.J. Turner, 53 yards. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, here's the rookie from Ole Miss. And space tough to come by there, so we get maybe a yard to the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, Williams. Throw caught by Raymond. So no gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll go. Here's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Working out of the gun, Williams. He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. To throw once more, here's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears have taken the lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Looking to put a drive together.
They'll run with Corum to begin the drive.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Jack Panther.
They run once more with Corum. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Corum.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Over the middle, complete. That's Turner. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
8 yards on
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Here we go, set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Cougar,
Now
19,
they'll change things around before the snap.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Dragon 60, 79 Bronco. 19 Lion. Get up.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go. 70 Lion.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So that last penalty making this third down much more manageable. Third down, 4 yards to go.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Bison, 60 Bison. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Hut, hut.
Here's Dart. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line.
And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
No, twist. Watch the twist. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Here's Dart.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Mustang 19. Pioneer. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check out.
Dart.
Looking left side of him, he's got a man. That's Turner. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
DJ Turner
With his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10.
What is up? Hey, volunteer.
They'll go play action here with Williams. That's downfield. He's got Loveland.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
A gain of 15. First down, Chicago.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Down the right sideline.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
That goes for a gain of 31.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Cowboys.
To throw, Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Fighting through. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here we go. 79 Broncos. Cougar 19. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Looking to throw, Dart. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Alert 3. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Warriors, 70. Check out.
To throw is Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
To throw now, Dart. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Under pressure now, he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
Trap 60. Mustang 19.
They'll go. Here's Dart. He'll try to do it himself.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give them 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Throwing is Williams. That's complete. Rome Odunze.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So 3rd down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs.
Here's Williams. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. The final shot before break. Williams.
Into space at the 45.
And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Over the middle, that's to Loveland, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a gain of 35. First down, Bears.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 12.
Now they're audible to something else.
First down.
Goes with the out route and completes it to Swift.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's second and inches.
To the air once more, Williams. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, Chicago.
DeAndre Swift.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Rams 13.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads into bigger errors.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison, go.
Out of the gun, they give it to Corum.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Dart from the gun on third down. That is caught.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
70 Lions. Dragon 60. 79 Bronco.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Chap 60, chap 60. Omaha. 18, Pioneer. Cup 19, Cup 19. 19 Lion. Ready?
Throwing his dart.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Shamar Turner.
Able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Now third down and very long.
Here we go.
Throwing his dart. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. An incredible play there. They do get good yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Corum.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
34-yard line.
Sack. Cowboy 80. 60 Eagles. Bang, bang. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Dart going to look to throw here. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. From the 29, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
They run straight ahead with Corum.
Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Roll, baby.
Again, it's Corum.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th.
Here's Dart.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Play action. Now Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Colston Loveland.
28 yards.
And the Bears continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Dart.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Rasheed Rice, 62 yards. And the Rams are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
That keeps the score Bears 35, Rams 19.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard
line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 148 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better really as the night's gone on. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bears are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A short one here, secured by the tight end, Waller. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
3rd and 3.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Out of the gun. Here's Dart.
And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
And this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Cup 19, Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
On 4th down, here's Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Here's Dart once more.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
2nd down and 6 now.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bears' 44-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Corum. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and
Maybe I'm
6.
wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
19 Lion. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
To the air, Dart.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Panther 60.
From the gun to give to Corum.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Trap 60. Mustang 19. Hut, hut.
Dart.
And that'll be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Now a handoff for Corum.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He's going to try and take off with it.
And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Working out of the gun, Williams. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And got his man complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Rome Odunze, 85 yards. And the Bears up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
19 tight.
Throwing, Dart. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
70 Lions. Buffalo 18.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Here we go. Viking 18. 79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
They'll go. Here's Dart. That's caught by Waller out left side. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Biggie Angels, Biggie Angels. Blue.
And now here's a carry heading left. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
What is it hard? Here we go. Vegas, Vegas. Yes, 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 yes. Tempo, tempo.
Here's Williams. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Rams come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?